guys, displaying a prompt. A prompt is a message that is being given inside the program, that is being written inside the program in order to let the user know which data to enter, which value to enter. And you need to do that. You don't need, but you should always use throughout in order to display a prompt before each cin statement. For example, here cin height. So what is height? The height of a person, the height of a room, the height of a rectangle, or what? So cout is being used in order to show up the prompt. So how high is the room? How high is the room? So this is called a prompt, okay? And this is very important to be inside your program in order to let the user know which data to enter. So you should write down a prompt, a cout prompt before any cin statement. Okay, this is an example. This program asks the user to enter the length and the width of a rectangle, then it calculates the area of the rectangle, and then what is called it shows the result. And here we have got the very first line statement, which is called hash include iostream. You need to do that because we are using cin and cout, and before everything we are declaring the variables integer length, width, and the area. So this is a prompt, okay? This program calculates the area of a rectangle /n. We are going to talk about it in the upcoming slides. So this is very important. Enter the length and width of the rectangle. Cout separated by space. Why we did that? Because we are going to see in both of them simultaneously. Cin double angle bracket length, double angle bracket width. So this one is called a prompt, okay, in order to let the user know which data to be entered, okay? And then the user enters those data separated by space, and then area equals to the length multiplied by width, and then we are showing the result. The area of the rectangle is, which is this one is the string literal, and this double angle bracket area, this is the variable which contains the length multiplied by the width, and this one and L, it ends this line and goes to the next line and return 0, and this is going to be the output of the program. And enter the length and width of the rectangle separated by space 10 space 20, then enter. So when the user enters those data, then the area is going to be calculated using this statement, and this cout shows this result. The area of the rectangle is the data inside the variable, okay? Whenever you are printing a variable, the name of the variable is not going to be printed. The data inside that variable is going to be printed, or the value inside that variable is going to be printed. So far we have been talking about how to enter data using cin when the data is integer or a number, but in this slide we are talking about the reading a string value from the cin object. So at the beginning we must declare an array to hold the characters in string. So the type of it is character, and this is the name of the variable which its type is character, and this is going to be the length of this string, how many characters can be held inside this string. So this is the name, and this is the type, and this is the number of the character, including the last one, which is a null value. This is how it is used. Cin double angle bracket, the name of the variable. Here we have an example, char name 21. So we are displaying a prompt, cout what is your name, and then cin the name. So whenever the user enters any data, for example, what is your name, so you need to enter a data, the user needs to enter a data, for example Charlie, then enter, then we are displaying it, good morning, this is a string literal, and then name, which is the name of the variable, and then the program displays good morning Charlie, and this endl goes to the next line. This is a class exercise. You are going to do it by yourself, so it is pretty easy for you, I think. So So far we've been talking about cout, but in these upcoming slides we are talking about it in detail. So the cout displays information on the screen of your computer, and this opening double angle bracket must be used after any cout object. Okay, you need to use those, and then you are going to write down whatever you want to be shown on your screen of your computer. Okay, and this can be used in order to send or to print multiple items. Cout, this one, hello, between two double quotes, and again this one in order to enter or into print another data. And it can be used using multiple statements or multiple lines. Cout this one, cout this one. Look here, we have got int l and /n. Those are very important, and they are used in order to get multiple lines. So when it shows this one, it shows this data or this string literal in the next line, and this one as well. Okay, it shows it in the next line. It separates the lines of your program. And this one is asking you in order to rearrange the following program. We are having, at the very first of your program, you need to hash include iostream. This is going to be at the top, then int main, then this one must be after int main here, and then one is going to be at the end, and then cout this one, and then return 0. And this using namespace std must be after the when you are including your preprocessor direct